I think for me, the craziest stories were the ones involving, number one, yung kwento niya about Boys Town na, because it honestly sounds like parang mixed bag for them eh.
Yes.
Na parang, libre pagkain, but you can't leave until you're 18. So parang yun yung medyo, na ano ako doon, na parang mas prefer nila gumala kesa sa nandun sa Boys Town and everything.
But
And
they also had a friend na mas prefer na doon siya sa Boys Town kasi may pagkain.
Boys Town,
Yes.
Kasi nga may pagkain, and si Moy Moy was saying na, well, weird yung sa tanong niya, masarap yung pagkain pero walang lasa.
Walang kaso.
I think, what do you think he meant? I think he meant like maraming pagkain.
Yeah, could be.
Mga ganun. Kasi usually parang ano naman, yung mga sineserve na pagkain dun, bahala na kasi hindi naman
Basic,
papa-impress
basic.
naman
Yeah.
sa'yo. Basta makakain sila. At saka ang laki ng kwento nila sa propaganda ng DSWD.
Yeah, dude.
Kaya parang DSWD, ito yung ginagawa namin sa mga bata, ito yung facility namin. Pero pag silang nagkwento, parang
Parang
gusto pang
preso.
parang gusto ko pang makulong kaysa dun.
Parang Oliver Twist yung kwento niya.
Oo.
It's just weird kasi nga, yun na nga, they were talking about, medyo like, these are realities that are told to us, di ba? Pero parang kwento-kwento lang. And then, for them to confirm it, like yun nga, yung pag hinuhuli sila ng mga barangay officials, kinukuhanan
May
sila ng
kotongan
pera.
na nangyayari.
Oo, na parang, I mean, again, hard to imagine the position you have to be in to do that. Nakukuha ka ng bata. Yung tayo na tong bata na to, ano yung pera mo?
Parang sindikato rin, no?
Oh yeah.
Mga ganun, yung mga dating galawan na magpapalabas ng mga bata. Tapos at the end of the day, kukolektahan sila.
Oo.
What?
Pero yun, parang may experience nga sila on actual sindikato pero hindi organized. Like yung mga mas matatanang bata, kukunin sila, isasama sila, tapos pag manlilimos sila, tapos yung pera, kukunin sa kanila, walang ibibigay sa kanila.
Pag hindi sila nag-remit, sasaktan
Oo,
sila.
Sasaktan sila.
Yun rin yung weird is them confirming nga yung palit ulo.
Yeah.
Which is so
Parents.
That's crazy.
crazy, di ba? Kasi parang gawin mo yun to a middle class person. Like for example, nagkupal ako nung bata ako. Tapos nilapitan nila yung nanay ko. So, ikaw yung mapipreso. Sasapakin ng nanay ko yan. Pero dahil mahirap sila,
Pwede
okay
yan.
lang.
Baliktad sa kanila. Pwede silang ano yun.
Wala silang power magreklamo.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think that's the most fucked up thing na parang not the other things na kinukwento nila na si Moy Moy sinaksak siya sa likod. I just parang first 5 minutes of this podcast and this 12-year-old boy is like, sinaksak ako sa likod, pinagsasaksak ako. And then si Junjun was like, nilulunod kami. And so,
Oo. Yung advice ng magulang ko is hampasin sila pag nakatalikod.
yeah. And then yung parang, what are the most fun things about running around in the streets? Hindi, kinuwento nila, sinaksak ako sa likod.
Proud pa sila eh.
And I think, you know what, what's the most surprising thing they've said?
Yung para sa akin, yung mga krimen na nasaksihan nila.
Yung mga krimen.
Kasi for them, sa age nila, trauma talaga yun eh.
It doesn't sound like they're traumatized, no?
It sounds
Like when
like it's norm for them.
Normal.
It almost sounds like fun. Diba na parang nasaksak si ganyan.
Yeah.
Because-
Exciting.
Because if you're a kid, diba, it is kind of like
Yeah.
exciting. And then we're told na parang, uy, shit, masama yan. Na, this person could have died, ganito.
Yeah.
But hindi sila sinasabihan nun. They're just like, well, saksak siya. Huwag ka
Actually-
magagaya sa kanya.
Actually, para sa akin, sila yatang magandang tanungin talaga sa mga witness. Kasi sila nagsasabi talaga ng totoo eh.
I don't know, man. Kasi like, parang nag-iimbento rin sila ng mga kwento.
Yeah, may mga
May-
details.
may mga
details na
Actually, now that you mention it, parang dun sa mga krimen, very sila,
Specific. Talaga.
specific. Pero pag kwento tungkol sa kanila,
Parang,
gagaguhan lang talaga sila.
actually napansin ko rin, nagme-mention sila ng pangalan talaga. Just
Oh,
to,
they don't care.
they don't care eh.
Number one, like,
There's
paano
some
mo
people
hahanapin
they know.
ano pangalan nun? Si Dodot Taba. Hindi naman natin mahanap yun.
Sa barangay nila.
Na lawlaw
Na
yung
inupuan
tiyan.
si Bim Bim.
Na inupuan si Bim Bim. Hindi naman natin mahanap si Dodot.
para sama na sa
Bakit
pataba.
inupuan siya as punishment, no?
Yun na nga eh, di ba? Na parang, ba't mo inupuan yung bata? Number one. Number two, I'm not gonna go out onto the street and look for a fat dude to sabihin ko, ikaw ba si Dodot Taba? Di ba? Parang, tangina mo, di ba?
Oo.
Pero you'll spot him kasi hindi siya kasya sa tricycle.
I mean, listen, to be
Parang
fair.
sa mga talaga nun eh.
Listen, to be fair, di na rin ako kasya sa tricycle. I'm 6 foot tall. How tall are you?
Just under 6.
Just under 6. Do you fit in a tricycle?
It's cramped.
It's very cramped. Oh, na eh. Although it sounds like si Dodot Taba doesn't fit in the tricycle because he's fat. Not
Yeah, not because he's tall.
you know what was surprising to me was how affectionate they were when they were talking about their parents.
True. And all their dreams are connected to their parents.
I mean, that's propaganda. Diba? That's parental propaganda
Okay.
na parang hindi kailangan mo kaming alagaan or ikaw lang yung pag-asa namin. It doesn't sound like kasi diba the usual na kwentos binubugbog sila or they're neglected and stuff. Or maybe I won't go kasi the way they were talking about it was so affectionate sila sa parents nila, lalo na yung si Joven, diba? He was talking
yeah.
about how his parents gusto niya tulungan parents niya and everything. And it's just so weird na parang hindi yun yung kwento sa maalala mo kaya eh.
Pero I think siguro yung mga parents nila napagod na rin sa kanila. Kakasaway.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Na kaya parang hinayaan na lang.
Yeah.
Nakikita mo talagang influence ng parents nila na parang pag tinanong mo sila yung tatay po niya Muslim, yung nanay niya Bisaya. Like,
Parang, tay, pas ako dyan.
Ako pero personally, like what struck me was nung tinanong sila ni Nash about kung naiinggit ba sila sa ibang mga bata.
yeah, no?
No, they
They're
don't.
proud.
That was surprising.
Parang, this is their norm, but I feel like also at the same time, parang they're not exposed enough to see
For sure.
what's the situation outside of what they have.
Kasi parang, yun na nga eh, di ba nung tinanong natin na parang do they venture out of their territory a lot? They said no, kasi nga, dangerous. If you leave your turf, you get beat.
Yeah.
So it's not like maingit sila from kids in BGC, di ba, na parang, but even then, I don't think they also, they don't understand what they're missing out on. And then,
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
exactly. Yeah, that's my point.
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
Surprising din sa sinabi nila na yung mga kaya ng ibang bata, kaya rin daw nila.
That was a good, no?
Kaya,
Sabi ni
parang,
Joven.
kaya rin nila gawin.
Joven, one of the
Confidence.
kids, we asked him,
Sasagutin ko sana paano kung may tatay yung isa, ikaw wala. Parang,
he has parents.
hangap
He
din.
has
Hindi,
parents. diba?
parang merong isang ulila yata.
Hindi.
Ay, yung isa.
Nasa,
Yeah,
hindi na
that was
natin.
Junjun.
Pero si Joven, we asked Joven, do you get jealous of other kids? And Joven said, no. Whatever those kids can do, we can do too. So what's the problem? And I was like, ganda,
Parang sagot nila.
ganda nung sagot na yun, ano?
Sa akin, yun lang din. Na-realize.
Kasi hindi pa niya napapanood si Carlos Yulo eh. So, mapanood niya si Carlos Yulo. Ay, hindi ko kaya yan. Hindi ko kaya yan.
Di ko kaya yan. Di baliw yung nanay ko.
It's also yeah. Fuck you, nanay ni Carlos Yulo. I still hate that bitch. But, yeah.
Actually, may mga ganun talagang magulang nun, nung nakikialam sa buhay ng anak.
Yeah. That's so fucking...
Hindi, yung dati na wala pang bilib yung magulang mo sa'yo, pero ngayon may manapatunayan ka na.
Biglang
Saka lilitaw.
Oh.
Ang weird dun though, kasi she did it so publicly.
Hindi naman sila mahirap. Diba? Hindi naman sila mahirap eh.
Wala pa kung gano'ng masyadong idea sa buhay ni Yulo. Pero yung mga lumalabas na kwento dun, parang yun na, nakikialam siya sa buhay ni Yulo ngayon.
Which is weird kasi parang ganun yung nanay nila. But the way these kids were talking about their parents was, again, hindi ko alam kung it's coming from a place of affection or it's coming from a place of deep trauma and alam mo yun, diniin lang talaga sa kanila and everything. But they seem to like have genuine although because they are 11, 12 years old na.
Yeah, dependent on ano pa.
You know what's weird is even though ang dami nilang napagdaan ng ganyan, makikita mo pa rin, no? Medyo inosente pa rin sila.
Yes. It's like, it seems like fun. It's play.
Oo, no?
Yes, it's play.
I mean, everything is play, it seems. Kahit yung, binubugbog kami, ganyan, sinunog ako. It's still play. That's really fucked up na...
Na ganyan yung play nila.
Oo. So, sila bigyan ng PS5. Ano,
Oh.
ito na lang yung play nyo. Parang,
Hindi, kung ako siguro may pagkakataon humawak ng DSWD, libreng PS5 or PisoNet sa loob.
dun sa no,
Only
office
PisoNet.
nila.
Para yung mga bata na magkukusang papasok, hindi na sila mag-iikot. Parang lambat.
That's true. Like, yung parang, dapat may ganun yung Boys Town.
Yun na. Pero iba kasing, nila yung system nila, gusto nila ayusin ng pag-aaral, which is true naman din. Pero ako, parang nababaliktad daw sa sinasabi nila. Kasi sila, bata, gustong mag-aral. Ako nung bata ako, parang ayaw pumasok eh.
Well, to be fair, magkaiba talaga yung mga posisyon natin in life compared to
Yeah.
them, 'di ba? Na parang ayaw kasi kung hindi tayo nag-aral or what, may sasalo sa atin eh.
Sa bagay.
Eh sa kanila sila yung sumasalo ngayon.
Sarili nila.
Sila yung
Sa murang edad, parang sarili na nila nagpapakain sa kanila.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Although, yung si Moy Moy, maganda yung bigayan ng parents niya sa kanya eh. Sabi niya, 'di ba, kung 250 yung binigay mo sa magulang mo, magkano yung bibigay nila sa'yo?
100.
100. Si Joven, 20. Pucha, yun. Ano nang yan? Shorted eh.
Matagal na sa PisoNet, 2 oras na rin yun.
Yeah.
Oh, kino-computer nila daw yung
Kino-computer yan.
Oo, kino-computer nila.
I mean, honestly, ano mas gusto mo? Nagko-computer sila o nagko-commit ng street crimes?
Syempre, nagko-commit ng street.
Hindi, same naman din yun eh. Pagkatapos ng commit ng street crimes, PisoNet na.
Isonet na sila.
Pag wala na, street crimes ulit.
Pambayad sa
Balik ko.
Oh.
That was also surprising na they were very adamant about stealing rather than not stealing, like begging rather than stealing. Like that is for them so much more palatable.
Very surprising din yung sa pagiging polite nila sa foreigner.
Oo. Well, kasi nagbibigay eh.
Pero yung struggle nila doon, parang lagi silang napagbibintangan.
Yeah.
So even if they're not, to them, not doing anything wrong, sila pa rin yung kinakaladkad ng barangay or ng police.
Which is kind of, yun nga, dun ako na, on what grounds, on what charges? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Parang ganun eh, na parang, ba't mo sila ina-arrest? Kasi naglilimos sila. Is that illegal in the Philippines? Like,
Oo
do we
nga
have
eh.
stringent vagrancy laws?
Hindi, kasi napagbibintangan silang pag, nagnakaw. Like, for example, may nagnakaw na parang kahheight nila o kasing laki nila. Sila
Yun
yung...
na nga eh, parang, that's another thing. It's like, yun ang hindi ko maintindihan, yung palit ulo. So, kung sila nag-commit ng crime or something,
Yeah.
ang uhulihin yung parents, bakit? Again, on what charges?
Nakikita ko rin sa mga comments.
I'm sounding very ignorant. I understand. Kasi nga, in mga social realities to na never kong na experience eh. So, that whole concept of palit ulo is really kind of fucking me over. Kasi nga parang,
Hindi, kung makikita mo sa mga post na incident na involved yung mga bata, especially kung minor, makikita mo dun yung mga comments dun na kasalanan ng magulang yan, pabaya yung magulang, ganito, ganyan. So, it makes sense naman din kasi hindi naman makakaganon yung bata kung
But it has
kung may
no
gabay.
legal basis. If
I think
it's...
common sense natin yun.
well, ang sa akin kasi, I have a 1-year-old daughter. Or 15 months na siya. And wala kaming yaya ng wife ko. And we're both working. It's really hard to take care of a child if you're both. And partida, nakatira kami sa in-laws ko. So, may maids sila. And hindi yun yaya. Pero kailangan namin iwan every now and then. So we have that luxury na pwede kong iwan sa ganyan. But the thing is, like, kunwari ngayon, it's a Saturday, nandito ako, and we're recording a podcast. My wife is at home. Siya yung nag-aalaga ng anak namin. Because it's a Saturday. They don't get weekends. Yung parents ni Joven, di ba, nangangalakal.
Yeah.
When will they have the time to discipline their child? The fact na tinuturuan sila na wag magnakaw, wag kayong mag-drugs, respect your parents. I mean, all of that seems pretty fair for parents na who don't have the time. Literally, they don't have the time to kind of like discipline their child. You know, I'm sure hindi nila natuturuan the Montessori way yung mga kids nila, di ba? So parang for me, when people are like, hindi, kasalanan yun ng mga magulang. I mean, to a certain extent, sure. But at the same time, it's like, ano yung social reality ng buhay nila that prevents them from that? It's not that they're exceptionally bad parents or bad people. It's just like, kunwari yan, nangangalakal. He doesn't have the time to bring his kid.
Yeah. So like at the end of the day, yung economic survival.
Ang Nash, ang punot dulo nito is kalaban natin ng kapitalismo.
Explain capitalism. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. You understood that. You understood that.
Nakakatakot
Yeah,
ako.
from all my itchy college students.
So remember, we must seize the means of production and end the petty bourgeois reign of terror.
Well, let's wrap. Final thoughts, and yeah, it's good. You guys don't have to agree on everything. It's fine, or just process your takes. And do you want to say anything else before we kind of wrap it up?
Yeah, actually go ahead.
Yeah,
Tapos si
so-
Carol and then ako.
Alright, so yung ano lang din, tumatak sa isipan ko na, ulitin ko lang sinabi ko na how lucky I am talaga na kahit papaano, hindi ko napagdaanan yung pinagdaanan nila. Na-realize ko rin yung kung gaano kasama sa magulang ko pag hindi nabibigay yung gusto ko. Kasi sila, kailangan nilang magsumikap para maibigay sa kanila yung, makuha nila yung mga gusto nila. Dati ako, masama pa loob ko pag kulang yung laruan na ibinigay sa akin. Hindi ako nabilan ng bike, nagre-reklamo ako. So parang andun din yung nakakalungkot na part na ba't ang sama ko sa magulang ko dati.
Right.
Ako, there's just because na you're well educated doesn't mean na you know better. Or there's so much wisdom from real life experiences which they're having at an extreme extent. Yeah.
I think key takeaway ko dito is kalaban talaga ang mga badyaw eh. I fucking hate the badyaws. Eh, no? Not all though, not all. But quite a bit. Ang dami nilang kalaban.
Hindi natin kalaban yung jowa ni Junjun.
Yeah, that was weird. No? May parang may West Side Story shit going on na parang rival gangs. But anyway, ang key takeaway ko dyan is just like how fucked up yung system natin in the sense na kasi for sure yung mga DSWD officials na kinakwento nila, yung mga barangay officials, kagawad, police, who are doing these things to them, those people probably grew up like them also. Diba? And they're perpetuating that system na parang eto yung tinuro sa amin eh. Ito yung pagpalaki sa amin na dapat bugbugin yung bata, dapat ikulong sila, ganito, ganyan. Now, how do we kind of like we don't want street kids to exist. Gets mo? It's not that I don't want them to be
In the streets.
I don't want them on the streets. 'Di ba? Pero we say that, pero what do we do to actually kind of prevent them from being on the streets? Sasabihin natin na parang hindi maano tayo sa mga bata, you know. But then huhulihin sila and then I don't know. There's too many things to kind of like to critique, no? So I'm thinking my last thought is sa mga badyaw, wag na kayong pumunta ng Burgos.
Pero most of them homeless eh. So pag hinuli sila tapos pinauwi sila,
Parang sila uuwi.
babalik din sila kung saan sila galing.
Like ours, nasa yung sinasabi nila yun. No,
Hinuli
kasi
sila ng DSWD.
Tapos papauwiin sila, wala silang bahay.
paglabas na ng DSWD office, I'm home.
Bahay na namin to.
Hindi, yun na nga parang the argument is hindi kaya ng sistema natin. Hindi kaya ng DSWD system natin. Maybe they could if you weren't fucking stealing all our goddamn taxes, di ba?
Oh.
Like it always boils down to that eh. It always comes back to that. Na parang Why are these kids not being taken care of? We're not asking for a welfare state na kailangan may binibigyan ng pera, 4Ps and all. I'm not a big fan of the 4Ps. I'll be honest. I'm not. But, does it help people? I think so. Like, parang nagiging tamad ba
Parang
sila?
mas lalo silang umaasa sa gobyerno.
That's a thing na parang lagi silang umaasa.
Wag
dun sa
na
gobyerno.
magtrabaho. Ay, may matatanggap naman tayo. Mga ganun.
May mga ganun eh. May mga ganun. But at the same time, may mga trabaho ba na available?
Exactly.
May mga systems ba in place to ensure that people don't go into poverty so extreme that they have to become reliant on 4Ps and other government handouts? So yun lang yung sa akin na hindi kasi umaabot yung pera natin, hindi nag-trickle down into the systems that should be working. Like, gets ko naman ako, hindi ako fan ng 4Ps kasi nga parang it's so I think medyo myopic yung ano niya, sakop niya na you have to be this, and that to receive. Tapos medyo malaki rin yung bigayan nila eh.
May every 6 months yata yan. 4 months.
It's like every couple of weeks eh. Kasi may kasambahay kami na ganun, may 4Ps siya. So every 2 weeks, nagli-leave siya para i-claim. I'm just like, why are you still claiming? Di ba may trabaho ka naman?
It still helps them.
Parang hindi maliit yung bayad namin sa'yo. Ba't ka nagpo 4Ps pa rin? But
Extra.
sure. Yeah, sa akin lang, 4Ps shouldn't have to exist if yung DSWD was getting the right funding and it was being spent the right way. Number 1. Number 2, if like poverty alleviation programs, like, creating jobs for people,
Like, street sweepers sa mga barangay.
street sweepers ng mga barangay. I mean, there's so many jobs di ba? Na sana meron yung mga tao, pero because yung government natin either doesn't care, doesn't wanna give the money, it's a bit of both eh. Ayaw nilang magbigay ng pera, so what do? They send it to mga contractors. Then dahil kaya ngayon, nagagago tayo ngayon, di ba? I didn't want to bring it up with them. They were giving us a lot of wisdom, like how their parents taught them to, wait for their enemies to have their backs turned
Before they hit him.
before you hit them in the back of the head.